Hello all, welcome back. So in this today's class we'll try to design the what is the shift register. Shift register is the parallel in parallel output shift register. What is the meaning of this one? Input should be entered parallelly, output should be collected also parallelly, right? So how many bits they need to consider? 4 bit, right? By using which flip flop? D flip flop, right? So simple, we'll try to see the operation. So how many flip flops are required? 1, 2, 3, 4 flip flops are required. Let it be, this is a DA, this is DB, this is DC, this is DD. So output of the flip flop is nothing but QA. Here it is QB, here it is QD. Now synchronous means what? The clock pulse will be applied common, right? So all the shift registers are synchronous based operation, right? So we need to apply the common clock pulse. Now see that what is the input we need to give? Parallel, right? Suppose for example initially we don't have any data, any data. Suppose for example you want to replace with the 4 ones. Now try to guess which input operation we are performing, serial or parallel. Parallel means something like this, right? Parallel means something like this, right? Input we are entering the parallelly, so output also this is something like parallel, right? Serial means what? As we discussed multiple time, if you enter horizontal, that is serial. If you enter something like this, top to bottom or bottom to top, then it is called as the parallel. So how we need to give the input? Parallel, right? How we need to get the output? Output also in terms of the parallel, right? Now you try to tell me, so initially I don't have any value in the all these 4 flip flops, so I want to replace with the 4 ones. Now you try to guess which operation we are using? Parallel input. It means that parallel method we are using. Now tell me how many clock pulses are required to store the data. Is it 1 clock pulse, right? Or is it 4 clock pulses, right? So just try to pause the video and find out the answer. How many clock pulses required? The answer is we required 1 clock pulse. What I told? Parallel means at a time we can able to push the multi-bit data inside of your flip-flop, right? Parallel means at a time we can store, right? It means that where we can give the input value, something this flip-flop, this is the input value, right? D is the input, right? So which operation? Parallel, right? So at a time this one, second flip-flop input, third flip-flop input, fourth flip-flop input. So this is what we called as the parallel in, right? It means that if you are applying the single clock pulse, now what will be happen? Directly this data 1 we are trying to apply, right? The moment you apply the clock pulse equal to 1, this will be activated, this will be activated, this will be activated, this will be activated. Now what is the data you are trying to give? 1 1 1, right? So parallel means at a time, right? So all 4 ones will be stored here. Try to understand. For single clock pulse, everything will be stored here. Now in which manner we need to get the output? Parallel output, right? Now output we need to collect in parallel manner, right? Something like this. Now you try to pause the video, again find out how many clock pulses are required. Single clock pulse or 4 clock pulse. What is the answer? The answer is again 1 clock pulse. Why? Because here the what is the value stored here? 1 1 1 1. Now how to collect data? Where to collect data? Input means DA or D3, whatever it may be. Output means Q, right? Output means Q, right? Output means Q, right? Output means Q, right? So if you take the data from here, from here, this is what we called as the parallel output value. Simple. Just you take the 4 input, 4 flip flops. This is nothing but input DA. This is nothing but DB, DC, DD, right? So this if you give something 1 1 we are giving, right? So 1 1 1. So this is what we called as the parallel input, right? So how to collect the data? At the output only we collect the data, right? So first flip flop QA, QB, QC, QD. You just take from here, 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 here. Then what is this operation called as the parallel output? That's it. Then synchronous means what? Just you apply the common clock pulse, right? So this is what we called as the parallel in, parallel out. So first clock pulse means value will be stored. For the second clock pulse, value will be getting as the output. That's why parallel are much faster than the serial, right? Thank you.